Hi dears, hope all are fine. Today, let's learn unitary method. This is the method for solving a problem by first finding the value of a single unit and then finding the necessary value by multiplying the single unit value. This method is used to find the value of a unit from the value of a multiple and hence the value of a multiple. Let's see one example. Here, the cost of 4 pens are given. We need to find the cost of 6 pens. We are going to do the problem using unitary method. So let's start with the given thing. Here, the cost of 4 pen is given as 48. We need to find the cost of 1 pen from here. How to find the cost of 1 pen? Correct. 4 pen, its cost 48. So the cost of 1 pen is 48 divided by 4. It gives you rupees 12. Now we need to find the cost of 6 pen. We having the cost of 1 pen, it is rupees 12. Then how to find the cost of 6 pen? To find the cost of 6 pen, we need to multiply 12 by 6. It is rupees 72. So how we find the answer here? In the first step, to find the cost of 1 pen, we divide. We divide the cost of 4 pen by 4. It gives you cost of 1 pen. Now, to find the value of many, we use the multiplication. That is, to find the cost of 6 pen, we multiply the cost of 1 pen with 6. So, in simple words, the unitary method is used to find the value of a single unit from a given multiple. Another way, to find the cost of many, we need to multiply, and to find the cost of one from cost of many, we need to divide. Let's solve some problems using unitary method. A transport company charges rupees 5,400 to carry 80 quintals of weight. What will it charge to carry 126 quintals of weight? Given that it covers the same distance. Let's do the problem. Let's read the first sentence. A transport company charges rupees 5,400 to carry 80 quintals of weight, which means that what is given? Amount to carry 80 quintals of weight is rupees 5,400. Let's write it. Equal to rupees 5,400. Now, how to find the amount to carry 1 quintal of weight? Correct. 5,000 divided by 80. It is equal to rupees 67.5. We have learned in the previous class that how to divide decimal numbers or using decimal numbers or where to come decimal when we divide some numbers. So here it is 67.5. Now what we need to find? The amount to carry 126 quintals of weight. So here we have find the amount to carry 1 quintal of weight. So amount to carry 126 quintals of weight, it is equal to 126 into 67.5, and the answer is rupees 8,505. Let's do another problem. The cost of 4 dozen banana is rupees 180. How many bananas can be purchased for rupees 37.50? What is given here? The cost of 4 dozen banana is given here. What is 1 dozen? Yes, 1 dozen means it is 12 in number. So, 4 dozen means 4 times 12, it is 48. So, what is given here? The cost of 4 dozen bananas. Instead of 4 dozen bananas, I can write 48 bananas is equal to rupees 180. So, we having the cost of 48 bananas. So, we can find the cost of 1 banana. Cost of 1 banana equal to 180 divided by 48. It is equal to rupees 3.75. Please do the division process in your notebook and find the answer as 3.75. If anybody is having doubt about this division, please ask me directly. So, the cost of 1 banana is 3.75. Now, what we need to find it here? How many bananas can be purchased for rupees 37.50? So, I am having rupees 37.50 and the cost of 1 banana is rupees 3.75. How can we find the number of bananas purchased for rupees 37.50? Number of bananas equal to, I am having 37.50 rupees. The cost of 1 banana is 3.75. So, to find the number of bananas, we need to divide the amount I am having by cost of 1 bananas. How can we do this problem? Here you can see in the numerator and the denominator there comes decimals. We need to remove the decimal from the denominator. So, we are going to multiply numerator and denominator by 100. After multiplication, the denominator will be 375 and the numerator will be 3750. So, you can cancel this one. 375 is the common factor. When you cancel, 375 times 1 is 375 and 375 times 10. So, the answer is 10 by 1 or it is equal to. So, the number of bananas we can purchase for rupees 37.50 is 10. Let's use unitary method in the problems related to speed, distance and time. A car is traveling at a speed of 140 km per hour covering 420 km. How much time will it take to cover 280 km? 140 km per hour means the car is traveling 140 km in 1 hour. To solve this problem, let's learn one formula related to speed, distance and time. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. I am writing this one in the form of fraction. Or you can use speed is equal to distance by time. From the first sentence, a car traveling at a speed of 140 km per hour. So the speed S is equal to 140 km. Instead of per, I am just drawing a line like this. Per hour, you can write in this way also. Covering 420 km. 420 km means the distance covered is 420 km. So we are having the speed 140 and the distance 420. You can use the formula speed is equal to distance by time to find the time taken to cover 420 km and a speed of 140 km per hour. Let's substitute this one. 140 equal to the distance is 420 by time. You can use the cross product method to find the time taken. It is 140 times time equal to 420, or the time taken is equal to 420 divided by 140. It is 3 hours. Using unitary method to cover 420 km, it takes 3 hours. So how to find? To cover 1 kilometer, it will take 3 by 420 hours. Listen, to cover 420 km, it takes 3 hours. So, to cover 1 kilometer, the car takes 3 divided by 420 hours. We need to find how much time will take to cover 280 km. So, the time taken to cover 280 km is equal to 280 into 3 by 420. You can find the answer using cutting process or multiplication or by division. Your answer will be 2 hours.
We can use unitary method for comparison. Let's try such one question. Rohit made 42 runs in 6 hours and Virat made 63 runs in 7 hours. Who made more runs per hour? So in 6 hours, the score of Rohit is 42 runs. Then in 1 hour, what will be the score of Rohit? 6 hours, it is 42 runs. Then in 1 hour, what will be? Correct. 42 divided by 6. It is 7 runs. So, in 1 hour, Rohit made 7 runs. Let's think about Virat. What is given there? In 7 hours, Virat made 63 runs. Then, what will be the score of Virat in 1 hour? It is 63 divided by 7 equal to 9 runs. Now, let's compare this one. So, Rohit in 1 hour, he made 7 runs. What about Virat? In 1 hour, Virat made 9 runs. So, who made more runs per hour? Correct. It's Virat. You can answer it as Virat made more runs per hour. Unitary method is majorly used for ratio and proportion concept. Let's do one such problem. Income of Amir is rupees 12,000 per month and that of Amit is rupees 1,91,520 per annum. If the monthly expenditure of each of them is 9,960 per month, find the ratio of their savings. So what is given here? The income of Amir is given. Income of Amit is also given. But income of Amir is given per month. It is 12,000 per month. And the monthly expenditure of Amir is 9,960. So, you can find the savings by subtracting 9,960 from 12,000. So, the savings of Amir per month is rupees 12,000 minus 9,960. It is rupees 2,040. Now, what is about Amit? The income of Amit per annum. What is per annum? Per annum means per year. It is annually in 1 year. So, it is 1,91,520 in 1 year. So, we need to find the income of Amit for 1 month. How can we do? Using unitary method. 1 year means 12 months. So, the salary or the income of 12 months is given as 1,91,520. So, what will be the income of 1 month? It is 1,91,520 divided by 12. It is rupees 15,960. Here, income of Amit per month we find. Now, we need to find the saving of Amit. What will be the saving of Amit? It is 15,960 minus 9,960. Rupees 6,000. So, we find the saving of both Amir and Amit, and now we can find the ratio of their savings. It is 2040 is to 6,000 equal to 17 is to 50. You can find this answer using fraction method. We have learned in ratio. The ratio can be expressed in the form of a fraction, and using cutting process you can make it into the simplest form. Here the simplest form is 17 is to 50. Dear students, here comes your homework. Please work out the given examples and solve these questions. Exercise 8.3, question number 1 to 12 except 6, 9 and 11. These questions we have done here in this video. For any doubts, you can call or message me. Thank you, dear students.